In the streets of the hood. In the streets of the hood. Back in the hood. Yeah. We's back in the hood. Oh, here we are. You're in my heart, you're in my soul. Oh God, I have to go here. These things don't make any sense. Now McDonald's wants you to order on a machine. For the time it takes for somebody to go through the list on there, they could have went to this lady, went to, hey, I'd like to have a, what do you call, breakfast sandwich or something. And I already spent 5 minutes trying to teach the guy on that, where if they just come over here, they could have made their order, and the order could have been going already. So either way, the gal had to come over and show people how to use the damn thing, because the machine was not always accurate. Okay, and sometimes something was not highlighted, so you had to ask, what's the problem here? Automation, is supposed to be good, but it's really not good. It's not good at all. It doesn't really, it takes a lot longer to get the job done. And the whole time, you're over there trying to figure out what you want on the screen. You deal with a live person. Hey, I want a breakfast sandwich. Okay, what would you like to do? Get something to drink. Okay, thank you. 240 pesos, sir. No. Sorry. Work for a living. Grow up. Work for a living. I don't have money. No money. Delay. No. Asking me for fucking money. Parents allow them to do that shit and they grow up to be beggars all their fucking life. Oh, I've given to kids, but you don't give them in Cebu City. You just don't do that. You are enabling them to live that lifestyle. You can't do that. You just can't do that. Harsh reality, my friends. Harsh reality. You gotta know where to draw the line. You gotta know where to draw the line, okay? And you cannot encourage this behavior. Some of them are working for syndicates out here, and how much money they make and this and that, is all going to a syndicate. And there's a lot of them out here. Yes, we are at Fuente Circle. And by the way, we got in late. You know where we stayed? We stayed at the Quest. You got a problem with that one? The Quest? You got a problem with that one? Okay. Anyway, I see that Big E is still pumping money to Big Kevin. Like Big Kevin is really going to make a trip to the Philippines. I would be shocked if he did. I would be absolutely shocked if he did. Big Kevin is no shape to go to the Philippines. It's too hot. His weight, his breathing is not good. So I told Big E right off the bat, why don't you donate to some poor kids instead of some fat fucking loudmouth slob, insulting slob who likes to make fun of people's girlfriends and wives, who has squandered people's money on his whole show. It's a little jaded. I mean, what Big E gives to just to get popularity, right? It's what he does. Big E does that. To show people, hey, I got money. He says he gives to kids. Oh, I hope he does. I certainly hope he does. And I would imagine he probably does. But when you give to people like Big Kevin, it's a total waste of money. Like these kids who walk up to me, right? Well, they're probably part of a syndicate. I didn't want to give them shit. I stopped giving little kids money in Cebu City. Provinces, different story. They're all forced to go out on the street and do this shit. I personally don't want to encourage it. No, you can't call me cheap. I'm certainly not. See, like this man, he's working. Encourage the kids to be responsible. If they're going to have a job like this, they're going to earn their money. I may sound old-fashioned, but that's exactly what I am. I am old-fashioned as far as that goes. Earn your fucking money. Teach your children well. Remember that song? Teach your children well. If you teach your children well, they're going to grow up to be responsible adults. by just handing out money to kids on the street. By the way, some of them try to distract you. They'll go for your wallet. They're very good what they do, trust me. You know, anyway, the sounds and sights of the big city. Sounds and sights. We've had a pretty good journey, I'll tell you that. I did enough traveling for a while. You know, it may sound like it's not a big trip, but you consider all that's involved and how many forms of transportation, waiting with 100,000 people at a port, going through security. What the fuck, am I leaving the country? I probably went through a lot less crap, you know, leaving the Philippines or coming back than I did just to get on a goddamn fucking ferry. And I kid you not. The adventure continues! There you go, a nice healthy breakfast. High fructose corn syrup, greasy deep fried hash browns, and a lot more cholesterol right here on a sausage McMuffin with egg. I'll tell you what, around this section right here, there ain't nowhere else to go. Next stop, immigration office, yeah.